Yeah.
But yeah, and then you
Okay.
clowns went to what, Minnesota on a business trip?
It was a business trip.
Yeah, business.
Nature Link.
Yeah, 4 dudes naked in a hot tub. It's business.
More than 4.
More than
more.
4. It was like 16 in the sauna.
Yeah.
We jumped into a free. It was negative 30 wind chill.
I think Evan's got the video of us going in the lake.
Evan's got a video.
Me and Nick, like, we're talking about all week, like, we got to do it. We got to do it. It's good content.
What even was it actually, though?
So, our
you
buddy,
explain
before you play this, Evan, our buddy Ben, he owns a company called Nature Link in Minnesota. He actually owns a company called Woodchuck. Woodchuck makes like our
isn't
Crooked
that-
coasters.
Oh,
yeah.
They're all made in the USA. Nice.
Nice, man. Just break it.
Hey,
USA
really,
made those.
real
Break it.
company,
That's solid.
real cool company. Woodchuck's a good brand.
Yeah.
And Ben and the guy who owns that owns a resort in Minnesota. He bought this old hockey camp in COVID, and then in Minnesota on the lake, and then turned it into like this luxury nature, resort. It's pretty sweet. It's on the lake. He put a sauna out like on the beach, and then we cut a hole in the ice and went and like did the ice plunge. We did it in our polos.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see me shirtless, so it worked out. I had to put the polo on. It worked out really well. But it was fun. There's a lot of good
Too rich
business
for
guys
our
there.
blood.
Yeah, a lot of good business guys there. We almost Here we go, John.
Here we go.
We almost backed out as well because it was like negative 10 that day. The feels like was negative 32. So me
And
and
you still went and
well, yeah,
sat in the lake?
and we were hungover kind of. So
Yeah.
that day we're like, there's no way we're doing it. And then me and Nick are just kind of sitting in the little hut thing doing work. 2 people show up and they have a defibrillator and a chainsaw. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go cut the hole in the lake. And we're like, well, what's the defibrillator for?
Yeah.
We're like, well, just in case.
What do you mean just in case?
Just in case someone like has a heart attack while they're
like a-
jumping in the
And
freezing
Nick was
cold
like,
lake.
and Nick is like, oh Ben, you know how to use that thing? He's like, no. We're like, okay, so it's worthless. I
think it's like
just like
absolutely
a-
worthless.
I think
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
mammalian reaction. Some people have it where if they submerge in cold
If
temperature,
it's going to happen to anybody, it's going to happen to Liam.
they freeze up.
Heart
and-
attack.
You should see it when he put his head underwater. He's like,
I thought I was going into cardiac arrest.
it was shocking.
Bro, we went
You didn't do it. You
We
didn't
went,
put your
play
head
the
under.
bro, we went cliff
No, I
jumping.
didn't.
We went cliff jumping one time, what, like 6 years ago, Lee?
Yeah.
Something dumb. And it was like just your average lake. And Liam jumped.
Middle of
Bro,
summer.
it's St. Mary's Glacier. It's a glacier.
Oh,
That's
Yeah, but it's like,
That's cold.
it's not an average lake.
then he jumps in. He jumps in first.
It was just like summer too, probably.
Yeah, it's in the summertime.
It's still
respect that.
freezing
So
cold.
he jumps in. And he's just like, I don't even know what you said.
Right,
Because you were like, how was it?
Oh, yeah,
came
I was
up
like,
and
how is it?
It's cold. And I like barely made it back to shore. I thought I was gonna drown because
I thought I
my
had to jump
body
in.
like wouldn't work. I was like trying to move my muscles and they
yeah.
were just
I
like
was gonna have to
shutting
jump
me
in
Yeah.
down.
after you.
That's
And
how
that's
it
what
works.
happened when I put my head
to
under.
health.
Yeah.
I was completely fine.
Oh.
Put my head
Oh,
under.
am I next?
I felt
It's full.
a
It's
shock
pretty full.
through my
I
heart.
just opened it, took a couple sips.
You got the video?
It's pretty cool.
It's full.
Yeah, this
I'll
is the
allow it.
video of us in the cold plunge.
We'll play this.
Sauna with the
So
boys.
this is a sauna right on the lake. The sauna was nice.
I
Go
wouldn't
back
have
in
had
the
pants on.
summer.
You weren't.
You guys wearing pants polos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
from
want
the
California
California
collection.
collection.
Why do they make the hole so far away?
It's like in the middle of the lake. It
You're wearing
wasn't.
Crocs?
But yeah, so your
oxymoronic.
feet don't get frostbite walking there, bro.
Feel great in this polo.
It was so cold.
Shut up.
Tropical paradise here.
Nick wasn't
Got this
gonna do
polo
it
to keep
until
me
I
warm.
did it and forced
Yeah.
him.
Why are you like squatting right now? Why are your
You're
hands like
sitting
that?
on the ground.
Yeah.
It's shallow.
Oh,
You're like
it's not
that
just-
far out.
I was
but-
scared that like
Is that
we'd
how
get
thick
swept
the
moving.
Yeah.
ice is?
Yeah.
That's thick, bro.
Yeah. It was
How long were
like
you
2
sitting in
feet
it?
thick. We sat for like a minute maybe in it.
Yeah.
Look at his hand.
Flutter his hands
Like a puffer fish.
Why did you do that?
Because I was going into cardiac arrest.
You guys both have Crocs on?
Yeah, you have to.
What'd you
because
say?
your
We were
feet will get
sharing. I said that made it worse when I put my head
It really
under.
made it worse.
It was a community pair of Crocs.
Oh, you guys all. Oh, look at you. Look at all. It's like 12
Just
guys.
finished
in
our
there.
polar
Bro,
plunge.
that was
We
what
had
the
our new
polos looked like when we
Yeah,
left
that's
them
awesome.
outside.
We left them outside for about 5 minutes, and now they're absolutely frozen. You can see they're not moving. They're rock hard.
That was our hut too.
Could you imagine my hair out there?
No.
Don't kick him, man.
Yeah. It was like
Yeah, Nick just kicked
Why are you
it.
kicking it?
it was.
He's trying to break it.
It was cold, but what's cool about Nature Link? So again, there's like in the winter. I mean, it wasn't bad, but bro, you step outside, you are just miserable. I don't know how people live there year round.
awful.
I'm sorry for the people who
Where
live in
Minnesota was
Minnesota. Cross Lake, like
2.5 hours north of Minnesota.
north of Minneapolis. So it's cold up there. But bro, in the summer, like I've been there in the summer, it's amazing. Like the
saying
lakes
we
are
gotta go, right?
warm.
Yeah.
We gotta do a trip there. Or
So we
something?
were talking about
Yeah.
doing. They have a really good course called Deacon's Lodge, and there's a bunch of good courses up there. Deacon's Lodge was an Arnold Palmer course. His dad's name was
Yeah.
Deacon. He
Good job,
named the
Stu.
course after his dad.
Yeah.
So look at him. Look at him. He's struggling
Oh, he
so
almost spit
bad.
up.
That's sad.
Easy.
You had a dry January like that?
He's
I
not.
wasn't
Pretty
dry.
bad. Anyways,
I know, I'm
hey,
kidding.
to keep us on track, we are thinking of a golf event
Yeah.
up at NatureLink, probably a 24 to 32 person event, 2-man team, so anywhere from 12 to 16 teams, 2-man teams, and have like a little golf tournament up there.
And me and John were saying like it'd be fun, obviously, to have a golf tournament, but also have it like half retreat, kind of like social event.
Yeah.
Because like me and Stewie aren't clearly going to win the golf tournament. There's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of people like us, but it's going to be fun to go out there, play 2 good rounds,
Yeah.
drink, sauna,
Stewie can be the keynote.
go in the lake.
But I think
yeah.
you could also have like two.
What was
You could have like first place and last place, like there's
Yeah.
like prizes for
We're not
for
gonna be
that.
last place.
It's a booby prize.
No.
Depending on the format. If I'm
You're
gonna
good.
do this, it's gonna be like a 2-man scratch best ball.
Based off your handicap?
No, absolutely not.
Well, that's
No.
stupid.
Yeah,
2-man,
that's pretty stupid.
bro. You're gonna get baggers up there that are gonna be like, oh, I'm a 10 handicap, and they're really like a 3.
Don't invite the shit guys.
Anyways, we'll figure out the details, but thinking sometime in August. up
And
there.
it's right on like a private lake, and they have a private island in the middle of the lake, like a little piece of
Yeah.
land that they're probably going to like build a little cottage on. Or something.
Can
eventually.
you do like 50% handicap? Isn't that a good
maybe
Yeah,
something
we
like
could
that,
do something to make it
50%.
fair, so it
Because
makes
then
it a
the-
chance.
We'll think about it, but it would be like.
Bring the
Because what's the
ringer
point of
in
us
and-
even playing? You're probably
Yeah.
going to have 0 chance to
Exactly.
win.
Well, I don't even think you'd play. Maybe you just go along and you're like serving appetizers and like
Yeah.
doing that kind of thing,
Yeah, yeah,
for the
yeah,
people
yeah,
who
yeah,
are
for
paying
sure.
to play. But I think this would be like a high-end event. Let us know your feedback if you're listening. Having a really nice event up there. We'd obviously have like limited edition products and good
Yeah.
offering for people. It'd be all all inclusive. You get your food, your hotel, your drink, your golf. So we're thinking on that. It's pretty cool.
That'd be sick.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be good.